Hannah Montana's Miley Cyrus, though only 15 years old, is already on her way to being a major superstar.
Number 10. The Carnival Cruise Poop Disaster.
3.5 hours of food. Smells I can describe them.
When the Carnival Cruise Line's ship Triumph set off in early 2013, nobody on board knew the infamy it would achieve. But when a fire broke out on board and disabled the toilets and electricity, its over 3,000 passengers and crew were left on what was nicknamed the Poop Cruise, spending 4 days without working toilets, stranded in the Gulf of Mexico.
The doctor on the staff can, excuse my French, he can kiss my.
It was the worst experience I've ever had.
Just 3 years earlier in 2010, a news show on South Park reported that, quote, passengers said that the Carnival Cruise Line smelled like poop. Maybe people should have taken it as a warning against booking cruises with Carnival.
Passengers said the Carnival Cruise Line smelled like poop, but that was an improvement.
Number 9. An underground KFC market.
The chicken shortage, which has forced KFC to close hundreds of its outlets in the UK, is our next story. The fast food giant blaming teething problems with a new delivery contract.
In February 2018, disaster struck KFC, one of the biggest fast food chains in the world, when a change in delivery supplier led up to 700 of its 900 UK branches to be temporarily closed due to a lack of chicken. Because of this shortage, people were able to sell buckets of chicken on eBay to desperate customers for as much as $140. This black market for chicken was mirrored in a 2010 episode of South Park, when all the KFCs close down, and the town's outlet becomes a medicinal marijuana dispensary, which leads to Colonel Sanders becoming a crime boss of a chicken smuggling empire, and Cartman a Scarface-type hotshot dealer.
Jamie Oliver gave his speech at the UN today. He was not supposed to give that speech, Eric.
Yeah, it's okay. We'll get him next time.
Number 8. Miley Cyrus's fame.
Britney Watch! Keeping you up to date with all your Britney Spears news. Oh boy, what's she done now?
In the 2008 episode Britney's New Look, the 4 boys try to help Britney Spears escape the torment of the paparazzi and general public, who are obsessed with taking her photo, even more so after she shoots herself in the head and somehow survives. At the end of the episode, Britney dies surrounded by South Park citizens taking her picture, and soon after, a news anchor reports that Miley Cyrus, who was just 16 when this episode aired and still starring in Hannah Montana, will become the next big thing a la Britney.
Hannah Montana's Miley Cyrus, though only 15 years old, is already on her way to being a major superstar. Looks like next harvest will be even better.
Considering Miley Cyrus's controversial phase in the early 2010s, it seems that the folks in the South Park writers' room got it right again. Number 7. Jared Fogle's fall from grace.
Jared Fogle has been charged and has admitted to participating in a 5-year criminal scheme to exploit children.
In 2015, Subway guy Jared Fogle was convicted as a child molester and sent to prison. However, his ruining Subway's public image was first predicted in 2002 by South Park. In the episode in question, he tells everybody his weight loss success is actually due to his having AIDS, spelled AIDS, which everyone mistakes as him saying he has acquired immunodeficiency syndrome.
I got AIDS about 2 years ago, and I've been losing weight ever since. It's amazing how slim you can get with AIDS.
For his promise to give everyone AIDS, he is fired from Subway, though he does make a reappearance in the 2017 video game South Park: The Fractured Butthole as a boss hell-bent on molesting the boys. In retrospect, the original episode is very creepy.
AIDS for everyone!
Number 6. Chipotle food contamination.
Hi, Billy Mays here for Mega Scrub Cleanser.
The main plot of the episode Dead Celebrities centers around Ike Broflovsky being tormented by dead celebrities. But a subplot involves Billy Mays advertising a product called Chipotle, which is able to remove the bloodstains people get in their pants after eating food from Chipotle.
Well, now there's a product that can clean even bloodstains caused by Chipotle right off your underwear. Chipotle away!
6 years after it aired, E. coli in Chipotle products caused more than 50 people to get sick. The 2015 outbreak meant the chain was forced to close 43 restaurants in Oregon and Washington alone. Unfortunately for the customers affected by the outbreak, no such Chipotle-type quick fix exists in the real world.
I know we're never going to eat there again after this. This was just a horrible experience.
Number 5. Elon Musk and Mars.
Hello everyone, and welcome to the tour. I'm Elon Musk.
Seeking to escape a world of internet trolls and social media, Cartman and his girlfriend Heidi Turner seek refuge at the SpaceX building in the hopes that they can get on a rocket and go to Mars because it has, quote, shitty Wi-Fi. Elon Musk shows up and tells them they still haven't solved all the science problems involved with going to Mars. But Cartman, along with Butters and musical icon Cher, stay waiting. This episode is from 2016, but it was just a year later that Musk began to publicly outline his plan to send a rocket to Mars as early as 2019.
Elon Musk says his Mars rocket will be ready to fly next year, and he's not interested in people saying he's too optimistic.
Number 4. Mel Gibson goes insane.
How?
An episode from Season 8 details the various responses to Mel Gibson's movie The Passion of the Christ. While Kyle's Jewish faith is shaken, and Cartman opts to go a neo-Nazi route with his Mel Gibson fan club, Stan and Kenny simply think the movie sucked and go to get their money back.
Hey, we want our money back.
When they get to Gibson's mansion, they find he's a religious extremist and that he is obsessed with forcing people to torture him.
Look, dude, we came a long way. We're not leaving until you give us our money.
Oh yeah? Well, you're gonna have to find it first. But I won't tell you where I keep my money. You can torture me all you want. I still won't tell you!
Eerily, 2 years later in 2006, when Gibson was arrested for a DUI, he told the police that, quote, the Jews are responsible for all the wars in the world, echoing the ideas parodied in this episode.
Kapla! And good evening, friends!
Number 3. The death of Osama bin Laden.
Hello, Mr. bin Laden. My name is Randy, and I'm a geologist in America.
When the popularity of reality show Jersey Shore threatens to take over America, Randy Marsh knows there is only one course of action: sending a videotape to Osama bin Laden and begging Al-Qaeda for help. Al-Qaeda obliges and kills the Jerseyites by crashing hijacked planes into them. At the end of the episode, while bin Laden is being honored for his work, a Special Forces commando descends from the ceiling and shoots him in the head. Sure enough, SEALs actually killed bin Laden on May 2, 2011, just about 7 months after this episode aired.
Tonight, I can report to the American people and to the world that the United States has conducted an operation that killed Osama bin Laden, the leader of Al-Qaeda.
Number 2. Donald Trump becoming president.
You see? There! This is why it's happening!
In the 19th season of South Park, America becomes overrun with Canadian immigrants, all trying to escape the Canadian version of Donald Trump, who's built a wall between the US and Canada. One Canadian describes how they thought his candidacy was a joke, but before they realized what had happened, he'd been voted into power.
It was a joke, but we just let the joke go on for too long. He kept gaining momentum, and by the time we were all ready to say, okay, let's get serious now, who should really be president, he was already being sworn into office.
This leads to Mr. Garrison's ultimately successful political campaign, again parodying Trump, in which he vows to F the Canadians, along with everyone else he doesn't like, to death, with Caitlyn Jenner as his running mate.
Just as J.J. Abrams did with Star Wars, I will make this country great again!
Number 1. Changing racist flags.
Mayor, as I've said before, I find that flag to be racist and insensitive.
The premise of the 2000 episode Chef Goes Nanners centered on a debate about changing the South Park town flag, which depicted 4 white stick people standing around a black stick person hanging from a noose. Chef says the flag is clearly racist and must be changed, while Jimbo says the flag is traditional and must stay the same to preserve their heritage.
Well, where does it end? I mean, people are going to start saying that the Denver Broncos are offensive to horses.
15 years later, a major dialogue began in real life about the place of the Confederate flag in modern America. Many major retailers began banning Confederate flags from being sold in their stores, while various states chose to remove the flag from any official government property or product. South Park. It's always a step ahead.
Well, I think the flag is racist, but then again, it is part of our history.
Well, I guess the flag is part of history, but I can see how it is racist.
I think it is history. I think it is racist.
Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.